Hi everybody, welcome back to Cody's Tractor Ranch. Today we are going to be maintaining the 1025R John Deere tractor. It is at its 200 service hour mark, and so we are going to be doing a two-part video today. The first part will involve doing the front axles change of fluid, as well as then we will go on to the rear transmission to drain out the hydraulic, and then we will also be cleaning out the magnet that is inside the transmission that helps collect little shrapnel bits of metal that has been shaved off. And we will also be doing the motor's oil change along with the filters for the motor and the tractor's hydraulics. And we will also be doing the greasing of the grease points today as well on the loader and the underneath parts of the tractor. So I'll go ahead and show you what we have. So as you can see here, these are 3-gallon jugs of recyclable oil containers. You can pick these up at your local Menards or anywhere that might carry them, as in Rural King, Tractor Supply possibly. But each one of those holds 3 gallons of oil to be recycled at your local recycle center that takes your motor oil and all. And then here I have a 16-quart oil jug, catch pan, that we will be using for the motor oil. And then here we just got this here recent. This holds about 5.75 gallons, well, 5 gallons and 0.75 of oil. So we'll be using that to catch the transmission's hydraulic oil as well as the front axle oil. And then here, I'll go ahead and show you, we have this right here is your oil filter for the motor. And then we have the the hydraulic transmissions filter. Then we have 3 1-gallon jugs of low viscosity high guard, as well as a 32 fluid ounce jug of low viscosity high guard. And then we have the motor oil, which is a 15W40 oil, motor oil. And then here we have a regular 1-gallon jug of high guard transmission hydraulic oil, which we'll be pouring into the front axle. And then the rest of the low viscosity we will be pouring into the back of the transmission for the hydraulics, as well as the and all. So we'll go ahead and start by doing, and before I forget, you can also pick up these right here, 2-quart funnels I picked these up at Menards, so you could probably get them there, or possibly your local Rural King or any place that might sell them. So anyway, as you can see here, sorry for the shaking, we are going to go up here to the front, and I will show you right here in the front, underneath here, I don't know if you can see it. Here, hang on a sec. Let me get a little light on here. Set this on the tripod real quick. I do apologize. Let me grab a little bit of light. Okay. As you can see there, that's where we'll be draining the middle part of the axle out on the tractor. And then over here, as you can see there, that's the bottom plug for the left side, and we will also have one on the right side to drain out of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the loader and bucket and lift my front end up so that I can get a catch pan under there and drain those out. We'll start with the middle first and then do our sides next. And then after that's done, we will go to the rear end to do it next, and then we'll do the motor after that, and then following that will be the greasing after the filters and all have been done. So yeah, that's pretty much it we're going to be doing today. So I will go ahead and set this up to where you can see. And okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. And just so that you know, your dealers will recommend that on your John Deere, they will recommend that you use their oil and motor oil for the tractor, because they, from what I understood, they told me that it's kind of finicky about what it likes. So, and I also found out something else from the dealer is for new tractor owners, that at your first 50 hours you're supposed to change the, I believe they said it was the transmission filter and oil at your first 50 hours. So I believe that's what they told me. If you're not sure, you can also look it up in your manual, your owner's manual, and see. So let's go ahead and get our pan under here. And if you want to know more about this too, there's also other videos out. Another good video I would recommend to watch about this is go to Tractor Time with Tim. That's how I kind of learned a little bit of where my stuff was located, was by watching his videos. It was under Tractor Time with Tim. There was Johnny's Essential Oil Change. Let's see, I think we need... Let's try a 14 millimeter. Oh, that's too long. Oh, don't tell me it's going to do that. I hope that don't twist off. Okay. Now what I meant to do, this is the first time trying to do this, so please bear with me, everybody. I have to get it up under here. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. It was a little bit stuck on there, so, and I do apologize for being in the camera. I am sorry. So Here, let me go around to the right side and get it from there so that you can see. Okay. But like I said, those are some good videos by Tractor Time with Tim. I am not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to let you know that there's also videos of what he's done out there. That's a little bit of how I learned to do this, is I watched what he did to see what to do. Okay, here we go. We should start draining now. Okay, while that's draining, we'll just let that go. There we go. Now I got more air going to it. Now it'll drain out a little faster. Now, here I'll get a light and show you exactly under there. There you go. I think you should be able to see it now. Yeah, move it in just a little bit. There you go. So you can kind of see it a little. There you go. There's a better view. And then once that's done, we will be going to start with the left side of the wheels first, and then do the right side to change out those to get those drains out. Okay, now that it's dripping, I would say it's pretty well done. So I will go ahead and plug it. Okay, let's go ahead and put the plug back in. Now we'll move my light. Pop this little latch to hang it up. Out of the way. Okay, we've got that done. We'll go ahead and put this back on good. Just want to make sure you get it on real good and tight. You don't want to overdo it, but you want it on snug, so that when you're operating, it won't come undone again. And you might see me doing that a bit more, because I'm a little OCD about making sure I get stuff right on there good. So yeah, the oil's a little dark, so she was definitely ready. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start up. I'll move the camera back. And so, give me just a sec. Go ahead and set the camera right here. Oh, fudge. And I just knocked my light off. Yeah, things happen. No big deal. It's not broke. As I can tell, so Just put our batteries back in. Yep, it works. There, put it over there so I don't accidentally bump it again. So now we're going to, like I said, we're going to raise it up. I'll get you, let you see what I'm doing here. Here, I'll put you down here to where you can see. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and we'll put it right under here. As you can see the plug now. We'll start with the left side, then go to the right. Now, if you're like me, don't have a whole lot to, like steps, something to pull it up on or lift up. Sorry for that. Like I said, I found you can pretty much manage somehow. If you can figure, there's always a way to do this. I'm going to try and turn my wheel a little more so that maybe I can see that a little better to get a reach on it. Okay, there we broke loose. Okay. Go ahead and put our pan under here. And pull this out. Yeah, as you can see, the oil's pretty green looking actually. And yeah, there it really goes. So make sure our dipstick's out to let it breathe. And then, like I said, the right side will be next. So yeah. As far as how much oil to put in, I just spoke with my dealer, and forgive me, but I've already forgot what he said, but he said we'll have our dipstick on the other side. And also, he said it should take, yeah, now I remember, he said it would take probably about 3 liters, almost a gallon, to put back into the axle. We'll see, really. Once we start to pour, we'll find out. Anyway, we're just going to let this drain as well, and then we'll do that side. Then we'll go ahead and refill it. Once it is done, on the other side, we'll go ahead and put oil back in, and then we'll lower her back down and then start on the back end of her and do her transmission next. I would say I don't know, if we turn the wheels I can see a little more wanting to come out. So we'll turn the wheels a little bit and try to see if we can spin some of it out. I don't know if you can actually see or not, but I can see the gears moving in there. But I think we're pretty well. Here, I'll try and see if you can. I think if you look just right, let me set that down. Yeah, I think, there you go. You can kind of see the gear in there as I'm turning the wheel. Right up in here, you can kind of see it moving a little. So I think it's kind of neat to see. So now that that's done, we'll go ahead and get to the other side. After I've put the plug back in. Yeah, it's an Indian style. Don't. If you're gonna sit Indian style, it's best to have everything close. So let's go ahead and plug this back. We'll push this out for a minute. Now I'll take you in front of the tractor, show you how the bucket is. I've got her tilted just enough on the front to lift her up. So we'll go ahead and turn the steering wheel back the other way so that we can get access under here again. So I'll go ahead and place this here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're snug. That's for sure. And then, oh, before I forget, here's the vent. Here's your dipstick right here so that you can check it when you fill it up again, and we'll just kind of keep it right up just enough to allow it to vent real good. So we'll put her back here so you can see. And I have to turn her just a little more. There we go. And there we are. Now I'll set this right back here. Set the little bolt down there in the pan so it won't lose it. And yep, just like the other side, she's pretty green. Here. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. So we're just gonna let that drain out as well. And then we'll go ahead and fill her up. There we go, we're getting a little extra out now. Not much more. Okay, I think that's pretty well got her. I'll push her down just a little more to check. Yeah, I'd say we're done. I'd say it's pretty well good. So now we'll go ahead and tighten it back up to snug. Move this. Yeah, let me see if I can get my extendable one. Maybe I can get better grip on it here this way. Yeah, this is you can get this as well at your local stores, and helps if you got a little extra reach up above. If it's going the opposite of the other side, then it's going to be a little more harder to get it to go the other way. Like I said, that looks snug. Don't want to over tighten it. Alright, now we'll fill her up. Let's move the oil pan out from under here. And I think what I'll do is I'll let her back down and then put her oil in so that she's sitting level. Okay. Let's see if I can get a... There we go. See if I can get a good view of it. And now your dipstick's not showing much on there. Set it right here. Okay. Now let's see if I can get this in here without a mess and a half. Whoop, whoop. See what I mean? I've made a bit of a mess because I let it catch an air pocket and bubbled up. Probably should have got a funnel for this, I would imagine, but I'll clean that up here in a bit. That's why I say it's best to have a rag or even some, you can also use like a cat litter too to absorb oil. Found out I can go ahead and put the high grade and the regular high grade transmission hydraulic oil in the front, but they don't recommend you mixing those when putting it in the tractor, like for the hydraulic fluid on the back that goes to the loader and all. They'd rather you stick with the low viscosity. Once it's moving and spins around good and sloshes, it'll settle out better, and after it sits a while too. Yeah, I'd say we're good on this. All right, that takes care of that. Oh, I need to crouch too much. Okay, next we're doing the back, and I will try to get under there and show you where the